Before the proceedings commence, I have to make a request to all of you present. Before or after the speeches, refrain from clapping, please. Thank you. My esteemed colleagues on the bench, Shri Anandmani Tripathi, President of our Bar Association, Shri Kuldeepati Tripathi, Learned Krishna Advocate General, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Shri S.B. Pandey, Learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, Senior Advocates, Learned State Law Officers, Learned Members of the Bar, Officers and Members of the Registry. Namaste and very good morning to all of you. Occasions like today do not come as frequently as we desire. When we are together to welcome our two esteemed brother judges who have been elevated after sweating and putting hard work in the precincts of this court at Lucknow. It is a matter of extreme happiness, privilege and satisfaction not only to me but to all my colleagues on the bench and all my friends in the bar to accord welcome to them who come from our Bar Association. Though both of my colleagues do not need any introduction to all present here, however, it is customary to introduce them to the audience afresh on their elevation as judges of this prestigious court. Hon'ble Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi was born on 19th November 1967 in Lucknow. His father, late Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, was a lawyer who practiced in this court. His contribution to freedom struggle is well known. He was instrumental in fighting for the rights of freedom fighters involved in the historically famous Kakori incident. His mother, late Maimuna Rizvi, stood strong supporting his father's professional endeavors and played a pivotal role in grooming her children. His elder brother, Dr. Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, has superannuated as Associate Professor and Head of the Department Mathematics, Shia Postgraduate College, Lucknow. His sister, Mrs. Nusrat Zaidi, have had deep preparation on Justice Rizvi, who has been a guiding source in shaping his character and outlook in life. Justice Rizvi's wife, Mrs. Geti Rizvi, is a law graduate. His elder son, Syed Abbas Khurshid, has qualified the course from Chartered Institute of Management Accountancy, and his two younger sons, Syed Kazim Khurshid and Syed Raza Khurshid, are studying in St. Francis College, Lucknow. Having graduated in law from Lucknow University, he got himself enrolled with Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh in the year 1989, and since then, the journey undertaken by him still continues. He has been additional Central Government Standing Counsel at this court and also at the Central Administrative Tribunal. He has also been an empaneled advocate for Railways, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, and has been standing counsel for UP Sunni Waqf Board and also UP Shia Waqf Board. He has also been standing counsel for Khwaja Moinuddin, Chishti Language University, Lucknow, Nagar Palika Parishad, Leharpur, Sitapur, and apart from having a very long stint as a state counsel in various capacities, he has also represented various local bodies, banks, trusts, and educational institutions. Justice Rizvi's ever-smiling face, both inside and outside the court, leaves a long impression on everyone having given the minimum interaction with him. His manners and demeanor as an individual and as a lawyer have been noticed by all. The hard work put in by him used to manifest whenever he appeared and argued a case before the court. Shri Manjive Shukla was born on 8th November 1971 in Lucknow. His father, late Chandramali Shukla, retired from the post of Deputy Basic Education Officer in the year 1997. His mother, Srimati Kameshwari Shukla, is here with us to witness the ceremonial welcome reference. She has been providing strength to the family and guiding Justice Shukla in formative days of his life. His wife, Srimati Jyotsna Shukla, is also with us today. She is a housemaker. His daughter, who is elder amongst two siblings, Kumari Manjive is pursuing her BA/LLB course from Symbiosis Law School, Noida, following the footsteps of her father. His son, Manjive Shukla, is in class 6th. Both his brothers, Professor Syed Shukla and Professor Rajiv Shukla, are academicians and are presently with the academy at PSN Postgraduate College and Vigan Hindu Postgraduate College, Lucknow. His sister, Srimati Aparna Shukla, is head teacher in a primary school. Having graduated in law from Lucknow University in the year 1995, Mr. Shukla got himself enrolled with Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh on 13th of January 1996 and started practice before this court at Lucknow in the same year. Ever since he started his journey as a lawyer from the chambers of one of our colleagues, Hon'ble Justice Abdul Makeel, since retired, he has been able to make a mark of himself amongst the legal fraternity as a hard-working and intelligent lawyer. We have all seen him practicing law in this court, and I am sure everyone present here has been privy to the tenacity with which he used to argue cases on behalf of the litigant seeking justice. Most of us have seen him practicing as a state counsel for fairly a long time. Every lawyer present in this court today, I am sure, is convinced of his ability to decipher most difficult legal principles and tenets of law. His conduct and manners in and outside the court with his colleagues have been remarkable. As you all understand, without the trust and confidence of the people, courts will be rendered almost a non-entity. The courts and judges earn the trust and confidence of the people only when the citizens on their own treat the courts as providers of justice whenever they have any grants or disputes. The courts will inspire trust and confidence of the people also when every litigant is confident that justice will be done without fear or favor, irrespective of economic, social and political background of the parties. With the elevation of Justice Rizvi and Justice Shukla as judges of this court, I am sure this court will be strengthened and will work with more zeal and compassion to reach the last man in the queue. As is often said, 4 qualities belong to a judge: to hear courteously, to proceed wisely, to consider soberly, and to decide impartially. Justice Rizvi and Justice Shukla being with us on the bench, I hope both our colleagues will rapidly inculcate these attributes of a judge. Judicial function is said to be solemn and divine in nature. I, on my behalf and on behalf of my colleagues, express our hope that this solemnity and divinity shall be reflected in the judgments which may be rendered by Justice Rizvi and Justice Shukla in the days to come. I wish both my brothers a successful and meaningful life as a judge of this court and thereafter. I once again welcome Brother Justice Rizvi and Brother Justice Shukla at our force. Thank you.
Honorable the Senior Judge, Honorable Mr. Justice Rizvi, other Honorable Judges, Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla, Additional Advocate General Sri Kuldeep Tripathi, Deputy Solicitor General Sri S.P. Pandey, learned senior advocates, members of the bar and members of the registry. My Lord, we have assembled here today. Welcome to newly appointed judges of this honorable court. It is my esteemed pleasure and delight that I have been bestowed with the opportunity to deliver a welcome address twice in a week. The other day, while welcoming the Honorable Chief Justice, the Honorable Senior Judge, it was mentioned that the word welcome is a noun which means to greet or to welcome anyone. That is not applicable here. Instead, we are here to welcome our Honorable Judges by embracing them with open arms and open hearts. As my Lord are returning to their home with different responsibilities, it was like yesterday that both my lords were part of this legal fraternity and family from this side of the court, but today it is a beautiful sight that my lords are adorning the chairs of this honorable court. I take this opportunity to remind that though they have changed their sides but their lien will always remain with us. Last week, Honorable the Chief Justice mentioned that the bar and bench are two equal wheels which run together. In addition thereto, I add, on behalf of the members of the Bar Association, that bar is also a compass which shows the rightest direction for our path. Both my lords have been active members of the Bar Association and they are well aware about the members of the bar and litigants as well. Therefore, though my lords have changed sides, but we request that the love and affection for the our Bar Association remains the same. Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi was born on 19th of November 1967. After completing his law from the University of Lucknow, his Lordship was enrolled as an advocate on 21st of December 1989. His Lordship needs no formal introduction, as the presence of His Lordship as Senior Counsel for Union of India, Indian Railways, UP Sunni Central Work Board and other institutions shows his eminence and ability in the minds of each and every member of the bar and bench. His Lordship mainly practiced in civil constitutional service sites. His Lordship was elevated as additional judge of the Honorable Court on 7th of February 2023. Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla was born on 8th of November 1971. After completing his law from the University of Lucknow, his Lordship was enrolled as an advocate on 30th of January 1996. His Lordship started practice in his court, mainly in civil and service side. His Lordship has been a standing counsel and additional chief standing counsel for the state of Uttar Pradesh. His Lordship was elevated as additional judge of this Honorable Court on 27th of February 2023. Apart from wishing good luck, we take this opportunity to pray to the Almighty that we both be blessed with grace to hear patiently and to decide justly. May God bless you in all respect. Thank you.
Honorable the Senior Judge, Honorable Mr. Justice Qamar Hasan Ji, and other Honorable Judges of this Honorable Court. Honorable Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi and Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla Ji, and other Honorable Judges of this Honorable High Court. Sri Anand Tripathi, President of the Bar Association, Sri S.V. Pandey, Senior Advocate, Deputy Solicitor General of India, learned Senior Advocates, learned members of the Bar, members of the Registry and other staff members. My lords, we have assembled here to welcome to the Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Rizvi and Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla. Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi was born on 1967. His Lordship did his graduation in law from Lucknow University and enrolled as an advocate with the Bar Council of Uttar Pradesh in the year 1989. His Lordship appeared for different organizations like Union of India, Additional Central Government Standing Council before the Lucknow Bench of Allahabad High Court, Central Administrative Tribunal. His Lordship heard cases with regard to civil constitutional service and revenue. His Lordship also appeared for the state of UP as Standing Counsel and as Additional Chief Standing Counsel, and had worked in several corporations and nigams like Railways, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, Sunni Central Work Board and UP Siyasan Central Work Board. His Lordship has been elevated as an additional judge of Honorable High Court of Judicature at Allahabad on 7/2/2023. Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla was born on 8/11/1971. His Lordship did his graduation in law from Lucknow University in the year 1995 and enrolled as an advocate on 13/1/1996. His Lordship has started his practice in civil service and constitutional side at Allahabad High Court of Judicature at Allahabad, Lucknow. Lordship has worked as Chief Holder Standing Counsel and as Additional Chief Standing Counsel and has appeared on behalf of Jal Sansthan and other corporations. Lordship took oath as additional judge of this Honorable High Court on 27/2/2023. My Lord, I have the privilege of working with these two Lordships while working as state law officers, and I had an association for about 6 years. And I will say without hesitation that although the state has lost the privilege of 2 good lawyers, but since the state does not contest cases for winning or losing, and their lordship are going to work for the public and justice, both the works are similar, and they will work better in their future. My lords, their lordships have deep and sound knowledge of law and service and constitutional matters. With these few words, I wish to express best wishes on my own behalf as well as on behalf of Honorable Advocate General and state law officers for their successful journey and pleasant life.
The senior Honorable Mr. Justice Qamar Hasan, other judges sitting on dais, Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla, the President of our Bar Association, Mr. Hon'ble, the Additional Advocate General of the State Government, Shri Kuldeep, and distinguished designated senior counsel, learned members of the bar and the members of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here to welcome 2 members of our body who have been elevated to bench and who have taken oath as judges of the Honorable High Court on February 7, 2023. But today is first occasion when we advocates will have an opportunity to appear before them. All of us are very happy to see them on dais in a different role in the court where they have practiced and appeared as an advocate for about 34 years and 26 years respectively. The ancestors of Honorable Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi hail from district Jaunpur, grew in Lucknow. His lordship has a legacy of his father, great Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, who practiced here for about five decades. He obtained school education from City Montessori School and graduated in Science and Law from Lucknow University. Honorable Mr. Justice Rizvi was a counsel of the central government and Indian Railways for the High Court as well as central administration for many years. He also appeared on behalf of the state government of Uttar Pradesh as standing counsel and additional chief standing counsel. He was counsel of various organizations including CIM Sunni boards. Honorable Mr. Justice Manjive Shukla is a resident of village Hon'ble and has rural background, obtained school education in the village school, graduated from Postgraduate College, Lucknow, and did graduation in law from Lucknow University. He has been counsel for the state government in various capacities since December 2003. Both the judges are hardworking, sincere, dedicated to the legal field, and are most humble and polite. All of us expect that they will be able to deliver transparent and impartial justice to the destitute and deprived people, wipe away the tears of the downtrodden sufferers, and give happiness to the victims who will come before your lordship. At this occasion, on behalf of myself as well as all central government councils, express my best wishes to them for their successful journey in the judicial side. माननीय न्यायमूर्ति सैयद कमर हसन रिजवी जी एवं माननीय न्यायमूर्ति श्री मंजीव शुक्ला जी, आपका व्यक्तित्व अत्यंत सौम्य, शिष्ट, सकारात्मक सोच वाला तथा सदाचारपूर्ण रहा है। आशा एवं अपेक्षा है कि यह दुख आपसे तक आतक खिन्न विकल संकट व्यथित जनों की पीठ हरेंगे और न्याय की अपेक्षा रखने वाले जन की आंखों में चमक एवं उनके जीवन में आशा की किरण लाने में सफल होंगे। यही आपके न्याय मूल्य पर की सार्थकता होगी। इन्हीं भावनाओं के साथ अपनी भावनाएं भी व्यक्त करता हूँ।
Honorable senior judge and all other esteemed senior judges of this court, Shri Manjive Shukla, President of the Constitution, Shri Kuldeep Tripathi, Representative, Advocate General Rizvi, Shri Qamar Hasan, Deputy Solicitor General of India, the learned senior advocates, esteemed members of the bar, learned members of the industry, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to express my sincere gratitude for the warm welcome extended to me and for the privilege of addressing such distinguished individuals who have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of justice. I feel humbled and honored to receive such a heart-warming welcome at what we may colloquially call my home turf. It's indeed a dream come true. It would be remiss of me to not acknowledge the unflinching support and inspiration that I have received from my friends at the bar, and especially my family members, whose unwavering encouragement have shaped me into the person I am today. And for that I am extremely grateful. I am fortunate to have grown up seeing my grandfather, Syed Qamar Hasan, and my father, Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, practicing in this cause, maintaining high values that inspired me to imbibe the best practices. I am blessed to see them being dedicated towards this legal profession. It is their lifestyle that nurtured my passion to be a lawyer, fostering an environment that encouraged intellectually curiosity and unwavering commitment to the pursuit of truth. Whatever I am today is not only the result of my own efforts, but also a testament to the unwavering support and sacrifice made by my family and friends. Their love and belief in me have been a constant source of strength, propelling me to forward during the most challenging moments of this artist's journey. While the path to becoming a judge has been paved with hard work, dedication, and perseverance, it's my family's ardent support that has provided the solid foundation upon which I stand today. Their support was not limited to the words alone, as their pursuit to contribute to the society has left an enduring mark on me, especially my father, who was an eminent lawyer who dedicated 5 decades to practicing law in this court and stood against the British prosecution against all odds to defend the brave revolutionaries of the famous Kabuli training incident. It's the reminiscence of this altruism that became the motto of my legal profession. It is a bittersweet moment that I am holding this court, which was as generous back then as it is today, to give my father a full court reference at his demise in the year 1993, just a few years after I joined the legal profession. Alongside my father, my mother, late Manjive Shukla, was a beacon of support in my life. When I joined the bar, she looked for my father's shadow in me. Today, it is her blessings and prayers from heaven that have been answered by the Almighty. Though it is unfortunate that they are not present at this proud moment, but I am grateful that the person next to my father is here with us. My elder brother, Dr. Syed Qamar Hasan Rizvi, who has made significant research contribution in the field of algebra and has recently superannuated as the Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Mathematics from Shia PV College. He is the reason I am what I am. He is the fatherly figure who groomed me since my childhood by becoming my first tutor. After half a century of my life, I still seek his supervision in my personal life decisions. He is the fatherly shadow when I find shade. He is the fatherly shadow where I find shade from the heat of life. My utmost indebtedness to all is also towards my wife, Mrs. Rizvi, and my children. They have been a steadfast backbone, a source of constant reassurance, and a motivation to strive for better in life. It would be unjust to not remember those who are unfortunately not here with us and who always vested their confidence in me, even at the most turbulent stages of my professional career. They are my father-in-law, late Raza Haidar Maktoumi, and my beloved brother-in-law, Syed Qamar Hasan. To my senior brother judges of this bench, I owe more than a quarter of my life's learning experience to this honorable bench. It is only by appearing before this court that I was chiseled into the legal profession and a lawyer. Words of gratitude and intention cannot do justice to the appreciation, lesson and knowledge I was able to acquire by appearing before this bench of the Allahabad. As I stand among such distinguished individuals today, I cannot help but recognize the shared value and the unwavering commitment to justice that binds us together. Let us forge ahead, united by our common goal and guided by the ideals of truth, fairness and compassion. Before I conclude my address, I will take this opportunity to share a small trivia and anecdote from the recent past as I was reflecting upon the immense responsibility that has come to me as judge. I have tried to understand my calling and I hope that these words would capture the essence of my reflection. Quote, the law is not an inflexible entity confined within the pages of books. It is living, breathing force that intertwines with the very fabric of our society. As a judge, I am not merely tasked to be an interpreter of statutes, but custodian of rightness bestowed upon the sacred duty by the Constitution and the people of my nation. Unquote. I hope this reflection keeps reminding me that my duty as a judge goes beyond the mere application of laws. It is an embodiment of the spiritual duty entrusted to me, that I have sworn to safeguard the principles of justice, ensuring fairness and upholding the Constitution of India. I pray to the Almighty that I discharge my duties with unwavering commitment, guided by the principles enshrined in our Constitution and blessed by the divine grace, and accompanies the solemn responsibility bestowed upon me. Thank you.
Senior Judge, Allahabad High Court at Lucknow, Mr. Justice Syed Qamar Hasan, my esteemed brother and sister judges on the dais, Mr. Hon'ble Tripathi, President of our Bar Association, Mr. Kuldeep Tripathi, Learned Additional Advocate General State of UP, Mr. Surya Pandey, Learned Deputy Solicitor General Government of India, Learned Senior Advocates, Learned State Law Officers, learned members of the bar, officers of registry, ladies and gentlemen. I am overwhelmed by the warm welcome accorded to me on my first sitting at Lucknow after my elevation as judge of this court. I express my gratitude to the speakers who have spoken very kind and generous words about me, though I am not confident whether I am worthy of such accolades. This occasion takes me down the memory lane when I took first step to enter this grand and prestigious High Court, which recently in the year 2016 has celebrated 150 years of its existence. At this occasion, I must confess that initially I was not inclined to pursue career in law, but it was my father's foresight that he persuaded me to embark on this path. When I was in the last year of LLB course, I was offered a government job through the Staff Selection Commission. But at that moment, my father, late Manjive Shukla, asked me not to take up the appointment and start practicing before this court. After completing my LLB course, I got myself enrolled as member of the bar. The journey which started because of encouragement of my late father is still continuing even after my elevation I feel that advocate is still alive in me, which makes me to continue with the bond with the members of the bar. I was privileged to join the chambers of Hon'ble Justice Abdul Latif as his Lordship then was, who taught me the basics of law and procedure. I was fortunate to get two Guru Bhais, Honorable Justice Rajan Rai and Honorable Justice Abdul Moeen, as their Lordships then was, who saved my professional career. At this occasion, I express my gratitude to my Guru and Guru Bhais. And I must say that I'm quite fortunate that I'm sitting just side to my Guru Bhai, Justice Rajan Rai. It's nothing but grace of the God. I was the first generation lawyer. With the grace of God and blessings of my parents and elders in the family, I could sail through the initial heat and dust of the profession. There have been times at the initial stages of my career as lawyer when I, like any other new friend, felt disappointment and sometimes even gloom. It was only because of my mother, Syed Qamar Shukla, that I could withstand through the stormy days and I could deploy my energies to move ahead. All credit to my mother, who stood as a rock in difficult times for me and for entire family. I am fortunate enough today. My mother is present to watch the proceedings of this full court reference. I am and I will always remain indebted to both my little brothers and younger sister who are academicians. My siblings have extended unflinching support during my formative days as lawyer and thereafter till date. The encouragement which I got from honorable judges shaped me and took me to place where I am today, though it was beyond my reach. I am indebted to judiciary as an institution for inculcating in me the values and as envisaged by the framers of our Constitution. Constitutional values as evolved through working of the Constitution for past 72 years are significant not only to run the society in an orderly manner, but and to fulfill the aspirations of people in general, but also significant for shaping an individual's character and defining his role. I know and I understand it is not easy to inculcate democratic values in an individual. It is the judiciary which is the most responsive organ of the society when it comes to serving basic human rights and human values. There are times in nations like the value system evolved by the polity adopted by its people may appear to be vanishing, but it is these times when the higher judiciary needs to stand up against all odds to further the cause and fulfill the aspirations of public at large. I am a firm believer in independence and firmness of the judiciary, and I would like to assure all present here that I shall strive hard to fulfill the expectations to the best of my ability and strength. Justice, of course, in accordance with law is a goal. With the cooperation of the members of the bar and my fellow colleagues in the bench, I will do my best to achieve this goal without fail. I am aware of the responsibilities the office of the judge of the High Court is attached to. I am also aware of the expectations of the litigants and lawyers. Since the advent of the society, conflicts, differences, acrimonies and confrontations have existed between individuals and the state. The existence of conflict and differences created need of dispute redressal system. That is how different types of judicial systems came into existence. Therefore, the need of judicial system for resolution of disputes will never diminish. Justice is one of the most quoted and sought after aspiration for people in any kind of political setup, be it democracy, monarchy, or dictatorship. In every such setup, judiciary is expected to deliver justice to poor and disadvantaged. It would be my earnest endeavor to reach out to the poor and disadvantaged wherever they are deprived of justice. With these words, I will sum up by making request to members of the bar to extend their full cooperation so that I may come out in discharge of my duties as a meaningful judge. To the junior members of the bar, I would like to emphasize that there is no substitute for hard work. The legal profession demands utmost dedication and often referred to as genius mistress. Therefore, it is essential to devote oneself wholeheartedly and without shortcut. Patience is equally important for budding lawyers, and I encourage all newcomers to believe in the power of hard work and perseverance. This occasion gives me the opportunity to give my sincere thanks to my wife, Mrs. Manjive Shukla, who in all my odd times stood behind me and continued to give me full support. I understand that while in the legal profession on that side, sometimes I was not able even to give proper time to my wife. But she never complained about it, and she was always there behind me and asking me to do my job with full of my excellence. At this occasion, I would also like to thank my two children, Miss Manjive and Master Manjive Shukla. I have no doubt that both of my children are very cooperative and they always stand behind me whatever I do. At this occasion, I would also like to extend my gratitude to my father-in-law, Mr. Suresh Lavasti, who is also present in this Chief Justice's courtroom in this full court proceedings. With these words, I conclude by once again expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all those present here for their love and affection. Thank you.